If Adams steps down, will things get even worse for the Big Apple? If you're following the story in X, you're definitely reading our next guest's tweets. Joining us now is our friend and New Yorker from Staten Island, Vish Burra, founder and president of Basilisk Strategies. Vish, what is happening in New York?
Thanks for having me on, Chanel. Listen, I don't want people to get scammed here by the left and the Democrats on what exactly is happening in New York City. This is a high-tech lynching that is taking place by the progressive wing of the New York Democratic Party in tandem with their friends at the Southern District of New York in the Biden-Harris administration at the DOJ to come together and basically politically attack and weaponize the system against this black man, this black mayor of New York, Mayor Adams, for getting uppity with the Democrats and standing against the great replacement agenda of the Democrats. Mayor Adams has made it very clear and has left no doubt about his position on the illegal invasion of foreign nationals in New York City. He has said that this illegal invasion is going to destroy the city. He was one of the most vocal public mayors in one of the biggest cities in the world to take this position, and one of the largest media markets in the country to take this position publicly, and that was to the ire of the Biden-Harris administration. Then locally, the New York Democrats have always seen Eric Adams as the NYPD capturing City Hall to basically end the de Blasio era of, letting out people on this bail reform stuff and basically preventing criminals from flooding the streets of New York. So Mayor Adams has tried his best to stand against this invasion by illegals and this flooding of the streets with criminals from a federal level to a local level. And every Democrat from a federal level to a local level has had problems with Adams. And this is why they've taken this moment to try and take him out. A lot of the stuff that he's basically been accused of is highly questionable. A lot of the stuff a lot of people can be accused of, and not only that, found guilty of, if the DOJ actually did its job in investigating mass amounts of the Democrat apparatchiks and elected officials here in New York, but they decided to single Eric Adams out because Eric Adams stood against their agenda.
Okay, well, you mentioned the accusations. Let's kind of go through some of it. And I want to keep to the big picture that you're laying out, but just so our non-New Yorkers and those who haven't been following the stories can get a gist of what's going on. Eric Adams is accused of getting a Turkish consulate approved by the city's fire department in a building that, quote, would have failed the FDNY inspection. And then the 57-page indictment goes on and says that Adams compounded his gains by abusing the New York City Matching Funds program. Okay, so I raised that. This whole thing, as you also mentioned, was brought by our dear and upstanding friends at the Southern District of New York. Knowing what they've done to Trump, knowing what they've done to conservative journalists, knowing what they've done in terms of their relationships with the Biden family, can Adams beat the SDNY machine legitimately here?
Well, I think he's going to have a very, very tough fight. But I do believe that right now that Mayor Adams has basically resolved himself not to resign. And I think he's going to take this all the way to court and fight it out and make this fight public. In fact, I think that it behooves him to do that, to see exactly how the DOJ has approached this investigation and go through the discovery process to get this evidence and get it out to the public, because again, what I'm saying is that there was collusion, and when these things happen, it comes out.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.